Y'all, big things are happening on this server. Namely, that. Last time I was making fun of my dad for not actually building anything remotely aesthetic ever, and then he just straight up went and covered the entire sorting system in this bad boy. And it does match the trading hall that he's got going on. This is what it is on the inside. It's pretty good, pretty good. He's actually not convinced that he likes it. But I mean, honestly, compared to what it could be, namely spaghetti, this ain't half bad. There's some dangling corners over here because while my dad did some aesthetics, he didn't do architecture or physics. I think he actually has a very small support over here, just kind of in the middle of a side. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's gonna hold this whole building up. And then that corner over there is not even it's not even attached to the walkway. That's how unsupported it is. So we're gonna have to fix that at some point. Anyways, we've got big things to do today. Last time we worked on the bamboo farm, this time we're gonna be tackling this monstrosity. And it's pretty big. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated, but you know what? We go big or go home. And last time we went small, so today we're going big. Of the things that I need to do to get ready for this monster of a build, I am going to need to get some dye. I've got some glass smelting, but I'm gonna need a lot of it. And that's where the dye comes in. I feel like I mostly see blue in like mountainous areas. That might be a mountain? Let's go check it out. Okay, it's still giving savanna for sure. Oh, what's this? Desert? Well, the bright side is now I know where there's the just a lot of sand. Whoa, my goodness. Oh my goodness, I've never seen one of those. Wait, are there any? I'm so distracted. I want to know if there's any goodies I can get from down here. Hello? Ooh, hello. A helmet. Hello. What about over here? There's a cat in the desert. Okay. We got this big building over here. Wow, this is huge. Oh, it's not that big. It's just, there's literally just a cauldron. Listen, people rag on glazed terracotta all the time. They're just like, glazed terracotta. I am actually into it. I think it's the kind of thing that for sure needs to be used uncommonly. Like, sparingly is the word I'm looking for. But, like, it's kind of dope. What are these? Oh, it's just cactus in a pot? I didn't know you could do that. Awesome. There's no treasure to be found anywhere. Okay, so I found a spot for the flower farm. So here we are. This whole thing used to be a river. That's something to deal with on a later date, I think. There's still water over there because we're still working on draining it. Oh, it's like right up here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. We see a square. Yeah, so far I've got a thing going on here. That's eventually going to be a flower farm. I can't do math, so I'm trying again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, I've now officially made the world's okayest flower farm, and I think the way you start it... Alright, let's be honest. I changed my skin. But also, I specifically am procrastinating, by which I mean I've gone to the lengths of making an extensive amount of blue dye so that I can make an extensive amount of blue stained glass, and also white stained glass, but this meant I haven't had to build yet. So, maybe I should do that, you know? And ultimately all I really need to do is just kind of get over there and start working on it. That's... listen, I haven't really done a project this big before, and it's scary, and this was big as well, but you know what? We'll be okay. We can do it. I believe in us, and by us, I mean me. But I guess I should kind of just go for it. Yeah, let's do this. Here's what we're looking at so far. One of the, what's the opposite of a benefit? One of the downfalls of having wung it is and having not stepped back in a while is that it's definitely lopsided. We are definitely going out at a greater slope on that side than on that side, or actually technically this is a greater slope, but you know, whatever. But otherwise, I mean, that's certainly not something I can't fix, and otherwise I'm actually very happy with how, like, what colors it's turning out as. It's very chaotic and like not in a very whirlpool way, but honestly I'm into it anyways. I ended up putting a bunch of sea lanterns in there and they just kind of blend right in, which is great. They make the glass pop, which was also the idea, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, time to get back to work. Alrighty, we're taking a step back, and it's looking pretty good. It's getting taller, as you can see. There's definitely some holes, like right here. There's two problems I'm about to run into, one of which is that the higher I go, the less I should really be putting light sources up there, because the entire point of that giant dark mob farm is to be dark. So I don't necessarily know at the moment what I'm going to do up there, but the other problem I'm running into is I just got shot while up there. I'm starting to be in range of skeletons, so that's gonna become an issue. Worst case scenario, actually no, I won't even say worst case scenario creeper gets me, because I don't think a creeper really could get me. Do not absolutely knock on wood. If you're right, I'm knocking on wood right now. If you're at the computer, knock on wood. I do not want a creeper to get me. I'm also definitely very much in the middle of feeling like A, this feels like a rough draft. I feel like I could improve it, and B, this is dope, dude. This is so much better than I envisioned, in terms of, like, what I thought my capabilities were. Is it close to my actual vision of the thing? Hard to say. But I feel like I'm still proud of it, because I don't actually... Listen, I'm actually pretty new to Minecraft. I started playing a couple months ago, to be fully honest. It's just that Minecraft YouTubers specifically got me into it, and through just the sheer bisexual audacity, I feel like I can do that too. So, here we are. It's kind of lumpy. Let me actually take a step back and see how it's going from back here. Okay, yeah, wait, from the sky this is gonna look so good. Oh yeah, maybe I should, like, actually give some reasoning for, like, why the build is... hang on. So the idea is, you know, we're over the sea, there's a lot going on here, big stormy boy. That sounds fun. But specifically, it's also inspired by just the sheer fact that I am limited in my building materials. What I mean by this is that A, mob farm. You mostly want the mobs to be spawning in the farm and not on the outside of the farm. And as I said earlier, the light sources are going to play heavily into this, in terms of we can't really have too many light sources up here. So basically what I'm working with is I need this entire structure to be spawn proof without being lit up, and of course I've lit it up anyways. Ultimately that's why it's made of glass, is just for the spawn proofing reason. I also figured it would be like kind of glowy looking from afar especially, so far I'm right there, but also it's very sea lantern based. So I'm either gonna put a cloud up here or suffer. I'm also gonna look into like whether trapdoors can like carry me. I don't know. But ultimately I think that may be enough work on that for today. Something else I'm interested in doing is actually making bees happen, because right now we don't actually have bees. I think something we could use is a little bit of a bee hunt. Alright, it took me all of 3 minutes, but I found it. I found the bees. Are there bees in this hive, though? Is my worry. Let's say I hope so. Oh, good. Oh my god. For a second there, I was like, where'd the hive go? I was like, did it burn? Oh, it's fine. I found a little bee. Now I'll really... Where are you going? Is there another? There's another hive. Oh my gosh. 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 Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is huge. There's another hive. And it might have bees in it in a second. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Go get him. Whew. Now, since it's raining, I would love to go and find more bees if possible, but otherwise, actually, I can't confirm whether I have enough bees or not. Also, there's an Enderman over here, and I fear him, largely because I don't have a boat on me, and I kind of need a boat to live. Although, I guess a tree would do too, wouldn't it? I would really like to find a beehive, though, just because right now it's raining, and that means there's a better chance of me actually getting some bees with that hive. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Here we are back at the, squid farm. I wonder how the squid farm's doing, actually. Let me go check. This is definitely the kind of squid farm that needs you to be very close by. Oh. Well, that was ink. That's good. How did it miss the... It's fine. Alright, we got some raw salmon. Off to a start. Alright, so literally from our ink farm we got 5 ink sacs, 3 of which didn't make it into the actual chest collection system, 52 raw salmon, and 5 bone meals. So that's... It's something. You know, it's really something. Here, buzzy, 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 buzzy bee. It's not raining anymore. Lead me to your home. That's terrifying. Well, I know where the Enderman went. Oh, there's blue over here. I could have gotten more blue from here. I'll take them because I can. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. But like, where are they? I'm not even sure the first beehive had bees. Who was that? Was that a bee? Or is that some other little guy? Bee. Where are you going? I follow. Oh, don't go up high. Don't tell me you're up high. Where's your home, little guy? Hello, where'd you go? I can just look for... Oh, there's no one over here. I was gonna say I could just look for a hive around here, but if there's another bee, I could just follow you. Yep, that's a flower just for you. Look at all these bees! So many bees. I should have brought like hella leads, shouldn't I? Yum yum, flower. Yum 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 yum. Look at that flower. Oh, he's going. He's on the move. Oh, is that the one? Oh, hello, I'm holding fish. I mean, that's certainly a beehive. Is it their beehive? I think I'm gonna guess yes, and then I'm going to go ahead and prepare to take this. What I really want is for them to actually be in the hive once I take it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosely light up the area around me, just very loosely, so that things don't super duper spawn around me, and then I'm going to wait for nightfall so the bees go home, and hopefully they do in fact go home. Are you guys going home right now? Oh, you did not? What the hey? What incrustation? Why are you guys so high up? There's no... Your hive is literally on the floor. I dug it out. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee. Bee. Hello. Where are you off to? Hello, little guy. Oh, friendship. There he is in the camera. Did he go in? Or is he out behind? Oh. I found him. Maybe I'll actually take some leaves away to help them out here. Hello, bee. Go in the hive? Go in the hive, perhaps? Why are you literally unable to get there because there's leaves in your... Buddy boyo. He's in! Ow. That seems good. I have at least 2 bees almost for sure. In worst case scenario, I can come back here. It's great. Oh no. Hang on, everything's on fire. That didn't really help. I'm just gonna cut down all the trees. Oh no. If I can just stop this from spreading over there, that'd be great. Was that it? Was that actually... Are the trees fine? I'm a little nervous, but I think the big thing is I'll trim the trees away from each other. That way they don't spread if another fire does happen. I think we'll call that good. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'll just cut this down because it's dead already. That's how trees work in Minecraft. Okay, so now that I've got some bee nests, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try and propagate them. The only problem is I definitely need to contain them, otherwise they will escape to who knows where. But fortunately for us all, this field actually seems pretty wide open and it could be good. That grass over there is my fault. I was trying to test if I could make dye happen over here. The answer is no. Flowers don't naturally grow on a mushroom farm, even with bone marrow. Bone marrow? What's it called? Bone meal. So, bee house time. I think I've discovered why my dad still keeps these trees over here. He hasn't figured out how to farm them, so we're actually dangerously low on on dark oak. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm slash harvest some until I have enough. And in the meantime, I think I'll talk a little bit more about the series, and also about me, because this is literally maybe my like second YouTube video while trying to do a YouTube thing. I don't think. Oh my god, have I not even introduced myself yet? Oops. But my name's Astre. I use she, her pronouns. I started playing Minecraft a couple, like, months ago. And this is largely because I started watching, like, Last Life and, I guess, Third Life. Technically Double Life was the first one I watched, with my sister. And I just sort of really started watching Green because that's who my sister was watching. I don't know if you could tell by literally the eyes on my original skin, and why I had to change them, because I don't know, I didn't want to be exactly him. I'm definitely not here to try and demonstrate how to be a perfect Minecrafter to you. Definitely far from it, considering, again, couple months. Really, I'm just here to have fun, try and make something cool, I guess. And, bring it along for the ride. Really, I feel like the appeal I'm going for is, this is uncommon in that you don't usually see relatively new Minecrafters on YouTube. Actually, no, correct me if I'm wrong. I actually have no idea. I only watch a couple of YouTubers ever. This is gonna be basically a log of, like, what my growth is looking like as it happens, pretty much. Because it literally went from, like, square starter house to whatever I'm at now. One nice thing about me having gotten into this from literally Minecraft YouTube is that I get to see all the really cool stuff they do, and so I do get inspired by that. So that's helpful in terms of me not being 100% of a newbie. I at least have any idea of what's happening, and that's the bare minimum you can expect from me. Any idea at all of what's happening. That's not a guarantee. I can't stress this enough. That's not a guarantee. But yeah, hope you're if you're enjoying these so far. I don't know. Hi, welcome. I'm new here, but I hope we can have a good time. And now I'm gonna cut this tree. In case you couldn't tell by the fact that this is just a tiny barge, this is green inspired. They're in love. They're in love. I'm in love, apparently. Hello, Flowey. Oh, just a little guy. And here we go. We got some bees. I got some vines up there. Made some grass happen. Lots of flowies. And yeah, we got some starter bees. Turned out we did, in fact, have 2 or more bees, namely 2. And as of now, hello, Spin Spinny. As of now, we have 4, 2 of them very small. But yeah, this has turned out really nicely. I'm actually very happy with this. I actually wish that there were glowberries that we had, but currently we just simply don't possess them. So I've made do with some vines, and probably I'll add some glowberries another time. Anyway, this was a very scattered video. I hope you enjoyed it anyways. This is just kind of how my brain works, to be honest. Yeah, probably I'll try and make them more cohesive in the future, but surprise bee greenhouse happened this time, and I'm not mad at it, honestly. So that's going on. Next time we'll probably finish the mob farm thing that's going on over there. Oh, how do I... There we go. Next time we'll probably finish the mob farm thing that's going on over here a little bit more. I still have to troubleshoot a little bit about like what to do about the up here area, the spooky, scary one. But yeah, please leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe. What does one say these days? Like, you, subscribe. Tell me what to do for the rest of the build. But otherwise, this has been a really good time. I don't have a sign off. But thanks for coming. Fight me. Goodbye.